Welcome back to Cox Connections, a program that provides up-to-date information on events that affect you, our customers. More than half of low-income students in K through 12 do not have internet access at home, and 76% of K through 12 teachers assign internet-based homework. Students without broadband and digital skills struggle to keep pace and complete their homework. To fill that gap, Cox officially announced the launch of Connect to Compete, a national nonprofit broadband adoption program. Here's a quick look. We're here in the Boys and Girls Club here in Fairfax County, and a few years ago we put computer centers in all of our clubs, and we saw tremendous just upside in terms of the kids learning and doing well in school. But now what we're finding is we have to figure out a way to get that same technology into these students' homes, and that's why today it was all about the launch of Connect to Compete.
Cox Communications was the first internet service provider to volunteer to support Connect to Compete, and we did that by being the only company that piloted their initiative a year ago, May, out in San Diego, California. So here we are, 2013, and we have launched our Connect to Compete program nationally. The discounted internet offer is available in all Cox markets nationwide to anyone who's eligible.
I work with the young people who's coming from a very challenging background, and a lot of times I see young people, they do not have internet access or computer at home. If they are not connected, and if they don't know what's going on, it can be a problem. They can lose out some opportunities. So if they have internet access at home, they can complete their homework and they can actually further their work to do a better job.
I think of myself personally. 45 years ago, that was me. That was, I grew up in a housing project, and to see what we're able to do now, providing resources for these young folks so that they can realize their full potential, that's what Cox is all about.
Studies show that, there's increased test scores. So many teachers are assigning homework over the internet. And then for jobs, the last stat I saw, it said 80% of companies post their jobs online. So if people are looking for work, they need to know how to get online to apply for those jobs.
From my experience, I know their parents, they don't know how to operate even computers. And so when they go home, they can actually teach their parents how to open internet and how to search things and how to get information. Therefore, it is very significant for the families that we serve.
These technologies in which we hold so dear, they represent opportunities for equalization. So we are so vested and committed to bridging the digital divide, to providing affordable broadband access to these young people, because we know it is literally the key to their success.
Here to tell us more about Connect to Compete are Cox Virginia's Director of Public Affairs, Emma Inman, and Government Affairs Specialist, Tracy Kubitz. Thank you for being with me on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
So let's start. Emma, what is Connect to Compete?
Connect to Compete is a national not-for-profit program that's bringing high-speed internet access to children and families at home. It's a great program that we are really proud to partner in, that really is giving children the opportunity to have access to the internet so that they can succeed in school.
And Tracy, so who's eligible?
Children K through 12 that participate in the federal free lunch program are eligible for Connect to Compete.
If you're having some challenges financially at home, this program is designed to make sure that you can get access to this broadband technology.
Definitely.
So how long will a Cox Connect to Compete customer receive this reduced pricing from Cox?
They'll get our internet for $9.95 a month, and it'll be for 2 years. And there's no deposit, no contract.
So are there any other fees involved?
No other fees at all. And families also get a free refurbished modem for 2 years.
So are there any other requirements to be eligible for the program?
They must be in our Cox footprint,
okay,
and they cannot be a current internet customer.
So Emma, let me come back to you. What are the overall benefits of a student who participates in this program and gets access to the internet?
You know, kids receive homework assignments that are internet-based, and if they don't have access to the internet at home, they're really at a significant disadvantage. We also know that kids who don't have access to the internet, you know, grow to be adults who are disadvantaged in the workplace. And so this program really is an opportunity to allow kids to have that access that helps them to succeed.
Right. So these parents listening to this, they should know that having access to the internet isn't just about playing games or doing fun stuff. It is actually key to their academic success.
Absolutely. Kids who have the internet at home graduate at rates that are 6 to 8% higher than kids who don't have access. So it's really important in terms of educational success.
So Tracy, along with the discount for the high-speed internet service, the program also does something to provide low-cost computers to these students as well. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Connect to Compete partnered with Good PC, and they provide refurbished laptops and computers to families that need computers at a discounted rate. And they also provide a digital literacy training program. So if a family would call the 1-800 number, they could give them their address, and they could put them in touch with the training center closest to their home or their school.
And so again, if I don't have a PC in the home, I could get the reduced internet, high-speed internet service from Cox,
Yes.
and I could actually go off and get, through this program, get a
computer or laptop.
computer or
Yes,
laptop
exactly.
as well. How does someone apply for that again?
They call 1-855-222-3252 is the toll-free number.
Okay, and I think we can show that as well.
And then families that are used to using a computer, they just need the internet access, they can go on connecttocompete.org/Cox.
And so Connect to Compete, can I learn more about this by contacting Cox, or do I contact the school system, or how does that work if I'm listening to this as a parent?
Well, the best way is to go online to connecttocompete.org/Cox, or to call the phone number that Tracy just mentioned. There's lots of information there about how to get connected.
Well, listen, you guys have done a tremendous job leading the local effort around this, and it truly is, it speaks volumes about our company, and that we do business in these communities, but we care about these communities. And what better way to show we care than to invest in our children. So let me thank you both for what you're doing, and appreciate you guys taking the time to be on the show today. And thanks for joining me on this episode of Cox Connection. As always, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we pledge to be a friend you can trust. We promise to provide you with innovative products backed up by a talented local team of professionals that will help you stretch your dollar. And we promise to continue to make a difference in the Hampton Roads community. From all of your friends and neighbors here at Cox, we thank you again for joining us on this edition of Cox Connection.